Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome to another F1 Manager 22 race. Tonight we are heading to Canada for race 9 of our second season in charge of Williams. How is everyone doing tonight? Apologies for being just a few minutes late. I actually I fell asleep and I just woke up and I'm like, oh dear, what time is it? I fell asleep watching something on my phone died, didn't wake me up. I forgot to charge the battery on it, so yeah, a little disorganised, but we will get there. Right, let me just quickly pull the stream up on my phone. Right, so yeah, Canada is the race for tonight. We had a decent result at Baku. Hopefully we can have an even stronger result here at Canada, and I kind of think we will, given that this is more of a circuit that's going to suit our car than Baku was. Baku had a lot of very, very slow, low-speed corners, which definitely don't hurt us, or definitely don't help us. There's a lot more fast-flowing stuff here at Canada. I think we could do very well here. It's entirely possible that Gasly might challenge for the win here. Let's take a quick overview of the track. So you can see the sections by speed there. We're looking at a couple of high-speed corners, that single low-speed corner, and then the rest of it is all kind of medium speed. So we're pretty good at medium speed, we're pretty good at high speed. I think, yeah, because of the flowing nature of the circuit, I think this is going to do quite well for us. Let's take a look at our targets. The incentive is to get one in the top 12. We're going to go one car into Q3. We're going to go both cars into Q3. We're going to go both cars into Q2. The incentive is the fastest lap. The guarantee is to get two cars. I'm going to go top 8. And then there's the streaks. We get both our cars in the top 14 and we will gain ourselves 1 million for this one. So that should be nice and straightforward. So that's our target set. Let's go to Canada.
Formula One is back in Montreal. Let's hope it's not going to be Groundhog Day. The local rodents have disrupted more than one race day here in the past. The Canadian Grand Prix is ready to kick off, and the only drama on the tracks we want to see is the best drivers in the world battling it out for a place on that podium. Gilles Villeneuve is a quick, free-flowing circuit in parts, with a stop-start aspect thrown in for good measure around the chicanes and hairpin bends. Medium-speed downforce will play a large part in avoiding the wall of champions and ensuring success at this iconic track. We're about halfway through the season now, and there's still plenty of time for everything to change. All eyes are on the teams and how they tackle the rest of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Formula One.
Oh, heavy rain, both in practice and potentially in qualifying as well. It's going to be a dry race. It's going to be a pain getting the car set up though, if we've got lots and lots of rain. All right, now that I've got everything kind of set and up to date, let me have a quick look at the chat. It's my first real opportunity to do so. So let's see. How you doing, Dirty Trucker, Mr. Water, Packins, Farah, good to see you as well. Been waiting for me. Yep, yeah. 2 more races after this one. That'll be your first season done. Oh, congratulations. Brazil and Abu Dhabi to go. Nice. Farah's using his big brain there. Salutations to you as well. Right, let's take a look at getting things going. Because of the rain, I was thinking of throwing Logan in because it's close to a home race for Logan, Canada. It's just over the border. But given the rain could mean that this will be a very stop-start, session. Theoretically, all 3 sessions could be very stop-start sessions. It is going to make it trickier to gain track knowledge and potentially also get the feedback in at a timely rate as well. So because of that, we're not going to change the driver lineup for the first session. We're going to run with both of our usual drivers. Let's swap some parts out. I could probably squeeze one more out of that gearbox. Run plan, it's Canada, so it's quite a quick circuit, but with the rain, let's go with 22 laps, that should be enough. I would normally go for like 24, 25, but as I say, with the rain, it'll be a little bit slower. We're starting on slicks, so it's going to start dry by the look of it. And again, we can get another session or 2 out of that gearbox. Run plan is done. Okay, right, let's start setting the cars up. So, referring to last year's starting setups, okay, 4, 12, 2, 8, 3, 15, and 75. And I can already see that's not going to work, so I'm going to pull the roll bar in. Let's try that. Right, for Teo's car, we'll go with a 4, 11.5, a 1.9, a 3.25, and a 0.9. That also is not going to work. I can see straight away. Let me try pulling the... let's go with a 12 on that one as well. And pull the roll bar in. Let's try actually doing the 4, 12, 2, 8, 3, 15 and 75 that we tried on the first car and couldn't quite do. And that one will fit. So, there we go. Off we go to practice 1.
Radio check. Radio check.
Radio check. Okay. Radio check. Okay.
So, avoiding curbs as always. Try and protect the wear rates a little bit.
We have a little bit more rain coming.
Copy.
Let's take a look. That is a lot of rain. A little bit of rain coming. That's a lot of rain coming. That's going to be full wets. And it's going to last for quite a while as well. So we'll try and just get as much dry running in as we can before that happens. We'll jump in, we'll immediately bolt on a set of full wets and send them straight back out again. And there it is.
Starting to have a little bit of rain.
A little bit of
Copy.
rain. Well, I suppose at the moment, yeah, that's a fair assessment at this particular point. Got some partial feedback already. It's looking close to a good setup based off that. We're going to go with the full wets. Track threatening to dry out again. Probably could have kept them out for an extra lap or two. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so we need to change the roll bar. And let's leave everything else as is. Right, rain is still not really falling yet. It's starting to get a bit wetter again. Let's go ahead and send out Gasly now. That big rain is... Oh, there it is. Here it comes. Yeah, it's now looking very, very rainy. Track condition has changed to wet. Yeah, no shit. I have to say, I do like the wet physics in the game in terms of, well, not the wet physics, the appearance of the game when it's wet. You know, I think, you know, they've done a good job with the presentation of the rain itself. The way the track looks is so much better than on F122 when you get a wet track. I just wish there was a bit more spray. I wish the spray was more intense, you know, in heavier rain like this, because it's not that bad, really, in the grand scheme of things. If we just watch this for a second, you'll see we get some spray, especially when the car gets up to speed, but not enough. I mean, that's kind of inter-level spray when the track's not that wet. Should be huge plumes of, you know, of water being sprayed up into the air with the track this wet. Maybe we'll see an improvement on that going forward, but that's my only real criticism of the presentation of rain in this game, because I think they've done a better job than Codemasters have.
How was the balance, please?
Very, very nice job.
Okay, copy that.
Okay, 87% there for Pierre's car. We're going to leave him out because we need to start gaining some knowledge. We don't know what the next session is going to be like yet. Could be more of the same like this. Porsche is going to be a while yet before he gets his feedback because he's not been out that long. Track should start drying up any moment. And there we go, starting to slowly dry.
Someone spun out. Let's take a look at the replay. Now let's look at this. The focus on Sonoda. Look at that! They've spun their car.
Spinoda.
The team are devastated.
Okay, comments on balance, please.
Okay, 91% there for Teo. Let's just ride on board for a second. Let's try and find a couple of cars that are really, really close to each other. That's going to be behind us. Let's find the Ferrari that's behind us. There we go. Just so we can have a quick look at the spray. I mean, it's a bit reduced now anyway because the track's drying up. But, I mean, you can see the spray there. I mean, you can very clearly see the cars. And it should be much harder in full wet conditions to be able to see anything at all, let alone the cars. That's something I would really like to see, you know, tweaked going forward. Because there just isn't enough water being thrown up.
Not expecting more rain in this session.
Yeah, copy.
No more rain from what we can see. Keep us updated on track condition, please.
So even though we should technically be on inters, we're going to keep burning these wets just to get a bit more track time. Oh, we've had a lock up. Oh, I see bits of carbon fibre flying.
Now we see the Williams here.
That's a broken wing.
And that's an off, and a big off. The team are really disappointed with that. Let's hope it doesn't set them back too badly.
That's kind of my fault, I think, for leaving him out on the wrong tyres.
It's a crash.
Has he damaged the chassis, etc.? No, just the front wing. Okay, that's not too bad. Right, these tyres are really struggling right now, so we're going to call both the guys in. We can take a look at getting them reconfigured and back out for a little bit more running, but not much, unfortunately. Okay, so pretty close. Let's tweak the camber and then pull the toe back. Yeah, I'm going to try that, see how that goes. Get some slick tyres prepped. Got to change that front wing. Luckily we made some extra spares, so that won't be an issue. And now let's do the same for Gasly. Not quite as close, but not too far off. In the ballpark again. So let's see. Let's try. I need to make a big change to cornering. So let me try that, and then pull the toe back. Is that enough of a change on cornering? And is it the right way? We might have gone the wrong way. Let's find out. Let's throw on those soft tyres again. And out goes Teo for the last 12 minutes of the session. Should get 2, maybe 3 bits of feedback from that. And out goes Gasly. Just go check. I did tell Mike. Yes, I did. Tom.
Good session all in all, I think. Still learned a lot.
And there we go. That's the end of the session. Bit of a broken session in terms of running and also front wings. We got 2 bits of extra feedback from Porsche, Gasly. We got 2 bits of feedback from him as well on the change. Not the greatest in terms of track acclimatization. I mean, normally I'll be looking at around 40-something%, but it's not too bad. It's not going to leave us with too much extra work to do in the next session. So let's see if we're going to have rain in FP2 as well. Well, we're starting dry. Oh, okay, so we've gone the wrong way with those changes, so we need to correct that. Okay, that's all we can really confirm that we've changed. That was optimal before, I think, wasn't it? So let's pull that back in. Push that back out a little bit more. There we go. Right, let's try that. So tyres, we're going to go with a set of mediums. Actually, no, I'm going to go with a set of hards. Run plan, again, we're going to go 22 laps. Driving options, drop the pace down. Did we do any extra damage to the components? Maybe the ERS took a little bit of a knock. Gearbox might have taken a little bit of a knock, but it's not too bad. As for Pierre's car, let's take a look. That's promising. Again, we'll go with 22 laps. We'll drop the pace down a bit and send them out.
Yeah, we can now. We can now. Radio check.
Okay, it's going to be a dry session all the way through by the look of it. Everyone flooding to the track straight away. Evening, Anthony. Good to see you. Congratulations on a good result in Mexico for you there, Dirty Trucker. Speaking of Mexico, what did everyone think of the Mexican Grand Prix this weekend? That was a bit, not the greatest of races. A couple of moments of drama, but a pretty boring race, all told, in the end.
Watch those curbs.
We could have had some excitement if Mercedes had listened to George Russell on strategy rather than overruling him. I get why they did it, but sometimes you do have to listen to your drivers. If Lewis had suggested that, I think they would have listened to him. I think it's because George is still relatively new to the team, but that's certainly going to raise his stock in terms of the garage when it comes to strategy calls going forward. I think they'll be more inclined to listen to him next time, because he definitely had the right call. I'm a little worried the way we're holding everyone up here. Teo, let me tell you not to fight teammate. And try and let some of these guys through. Whenever cars get bunched up like this in a practice session, it's just asking for a lockup to happen. And let's also get you to drive in some clear air for a moment. That should get you off the racing line. There we go. Just want to get these cars ahead of us. Go past. There we go. Right. Medium should never be able to do 50 laps easy.
Sounds like
yeah, I mean,
let's see what
Yuki's
happened.
had a
Now
crash
just focus on the hats.
down at the hairpin.
Thank goodness nobody else was involved.
That was a bit clunky and clumsy. Yeah, I mean, it might be that they brought the wrong compound of tyres. It may just be that the track conditions on that particular day were very different to what they were expecting.
Any comments on balance?
Ooh, 96% now for Teo. That's pretty good. That's pretty good indeed. So 96 and 97. They'll be out for another couple of minutes and then we'll call them in. Actually, I'll let them just drive in. Their runs are going to finish in a couple of minutes. Right, so what minor tweaks do we need to get these guys up to 100? The front wing. Okay, so let's drop the front wing down. And now let's correct everything else as best we can. I always get nervous when it's just a front wing change like this in terms of a tweak, because in trying to chase that you can break the straights and knock that out of alignment, and then it just becomes a nightmare trying to get everything back into where it needs to be. You know, you keep pushing the car further and further away, but that's about all we can really do, I think, at this stage. I mean, we could potentially try correcting it with a combination of camber and tow if this doesn't work, but hopefully this will do it. Hi there, Matthew. Right, so let's see, how can we tweak this one? Let's go there, and then pull that back. Let's see if that is going to work. Okay, our guys are back on track. There's a little bit of gap between them. And let's see how these setup changes go. Craziest race in Singapore. Norris won for McLaren. Three safety cars and a red flag. 7 drivers retired. Yeah, sometimes you do get really bonkers races like that, where it's just utter carnage. I've had a couple of races like that where you just get multiple safety cars. I had one race where I think I had like 4 or 5 safety cars. Didn't get a red flag, but lots of safety cars. Lots of retirements. I think it was like 5 or 6 retirements.
What was the balance, please?
Boom! 100.
Nice job, guys.
So we got that spot on.
Balance update when you can. Balance update.
Not quite for Teo. We increased him by 1% with those changes. Alright, session over. We've got more rain on the way. We don't know if it's in practice or in quali yet. If it's quali, that could make things very interesting.
Thank you for joining us here today. Once practice is over, qualifying will be underway. And then the fight for pole begins. Yesterday's action gave us a fantastic taste of what is to come, and the anticipation within the paddock continues to grow. Qualifying promises to be as unrelenting as ever. Only the best, the most consistent drivers can progress from one period to the next and stand a chance of earning a place at the front of the grid. So get yourselves comfortable, it's going to be quite the ride.
That engineer that the camera was tracking, I always call him Mittens, just because of his gloves. Right, so we know Pierre is good. Let's bolt on some mediums. Hopefully this is going to be a dry session. I'm going to throw on 25 laps of fuel. Let's go with 28 laps actually, see if we can get it all done in one run. Let's slow the pace down, and that's Pierre taken care of, assuming that the weather stays as is. Porsche is going to take a little bit more work. We are going to probably have to do 2 runs with Teo. Let's go with a 20 lap run. So we need to recorrect that way. I'm going to have to drop the wing. And now there's a risk that not only am I going to affect the straights, I'm also going to affect the traction. But kind of need to make those little tweaks. So let's see how that works. This is where we run the risk of going down that rabbit hole trying to get the perfect setup.
Radio check, sir. Can you hear me?
Radio check, okay.
I think he's playing ETS. Right, let's send out Teo first, because he's got a lighter car. Check the forecast, and it is going to stay dry, so that means it's going to be a very wet quali. It's been a while since we've had a wet quali. That's going to make things very interesting. Well, fingers crossed you do manage to get 7th in the constructors there, Anthony. What are your big plans for the end of the season? Are you going to make any big staffing changes, any driver changes?
We can take a look now. Now, just watch the Mercedes here. Dear me, they won't have been expecting that.
Oh dear. Poor Lewis. Oh, we've got a queue forming behind us again. Always makes me nervous. Okay, Porsche is ahead of Gasly again. I don't know how that's happened. Oh yes, because he's I put him out first, that's why. Gasly's obviously just quick enough to keep up with him. Yeah, the fuel loads are pretty comparable. I started another new file.
Like Perez off.
A wobble for Perez. Is that a crash or just a retirement? He's gone off at turn 1.
There's been a crash. Sounds like a single car. Let's have a look. So let's look at this. There's Sergio Perez. And that's an off, and a big off. And that was a bitter blow for the team.
So you're going to replace Vettel with potentially Gasly. You want Teo to replace Hulkenberg.
How's the balance?
And there we go, 100% for Teo. So, haven't got enough fuel to finish his knowledge gain, so we're going to call him in now for a quick splash and dash.
Just had a spin.
So yeah, I started another new not let's play, but another new save file for this game a couple of days ago. I started as boss of Mercedes, and the plan is with this particular save file is to make Mercedes a German team again. So first thing I did was to bin off George Russell and sign Mick Schumacher. So George Russell is now driving at Haas, and Mick Schumacher is alongside Lewis.
The brakes are really poor.
Let's take a look at the replay.
Damn it, no.
Now we see
it's
the
another broken front wing.
There's the crash.
And I signed
Such high
Beckman
hopes today. What a shame.
as my reserve driver, and he's going to have 2 or 3 seasons as a reserve driver, at least 3 seasons, just because his stats aren't the greatest. It's going to take at least 3 years to get him to a position where he's even remotely ready for the car. So yeah, it's instead of putting Mick in a Ferrari, I thought let's put Mick in a Mercedes and let's see if he can do what his father couldn't do and win a race for Mercedes. He's half a second off the pace at the moment, about 4/10 off a second off the pace. Minor chassis damage. Okay, it's not great, but we can get away with that. And that's Gasly's session done. He's reached 100%. He's run for more than half the session. Just going to wait on Teo to finish his knowledge gain, which shouldn't take too long. Yeah, Hamilton is actually leading the championship at the moment, but we're struggling in the constructors in comparison to the other 2 teams because of that big pace difference. Mick is regularly qualifying around P8, P9. Like I said, he's about 4/10 slower than Hamilton at the moment per lap. So it's going to be a couple of seasons as well before Schumacher has the pace to really challenge for wins and
there's a spin!
And get himself into the title mix. He's come close to podiums on a couple of occasions. He's definitely improving. About halfway through the season, I just did Austria earlier this morning, so
We've just had a crash on the track.
All queued up for France on that playthrough. See how he does there. How you doing, Jeremy? Why does Hamilton have a best lap of 7 minutes? Because he crashed on his...
All right, buddy. Good job once again. See you in the office shortly.
He will have crashed on his outlap probably. So because of where Mercedes are in the garage, I think him pitting after damaging his wing, potentially his chassis as well, would have sent him into the pits. So it would have meant that was his only registered lap, which is why it was so slow. How many seasons am I aiming to do on this Williams file? At least 5, I think. I'm probably going to try and run to 2030. What I might do is I might switch the focus to another team and then just keep this one ticking over in the background, you know, with less races per week on this one, so we can start something different with another team. Try out some different combinations of drivers and staffing, etc. We'll see. I'm curious as to what the next big patch is going to do. How many seasons on Haas? Don't know yet.
Radio check. Radio check.
Oh, congratulations, Jeremy.
Radio check. Okay. Radio check. Okay.
Okay, so the weather is not great. It is full wet weather at the moment. That is coming down. I'm gonna... do I go with full wets? Or do I switch to inters? It's going to be inter weather at the end of the session. I'm going to put on these used wet tyres, the ones that we, burnt to a crisp. And I'm just going to go out and do a reconnaissance lap, a banker lap on these tyres, but we'll switch to inters later in the session and have a proper run.
A bit of rain on the track.
Yeah, there we go, the rain going back up a little bit. It's not quite ready for inters yet. So, let's see what happens. Teo's time is going to be... Oh, we're running the wrong gearbox, engine, etc. I've just realised. Okay, hopefully we can scrape through. Oh, no!
A lot of debris.
Here's the replay. Now we see the Williams here. Oh no! And there's the
I
crash.
think that was Albon.
Mark my words, there'll be questions asked about that later. That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see. It's a crash, and it's more than one car. Let's see what happened there. Now we see the Williams here.
Alright. So, it's Teo that's been hit. Another broken front wing. That's the third one we've gone through this weekend. But I'm running the wrong... gearbox has taken another knock while we're running the wrong engine, ERS, etc. So we're kind of boned in potential pace. Certainly not going to be knocking on the top of the timing sheet here, but I'm hoping we're going to have enough pace to get through to Q2 where I can then change those components over. I can't believe I forgot to change the engine stuff. Right, so let's bolt on some inters. I need to change that front wing. I've got 2 spares left. Well, 1 spare left now. Let's reconfigure Gasly. Get some inters on his car. Maybe order a few new wings from the factory. Yeah, I'm going to potentially order an extra wing. We'll see. Albon did get a penalty. Farah. Am I going to run out of front wings this weekend? I've got 3 left now, including the, I had 6. Was it 6? I think I had 6 going into the weekend. We've broken 3, so I've got 3 left. So I've got 1 each on the cars and then 1 spare left. Just don't let Hermes deliver them, be shutting on delivery. Yeah, I hate Hermes. They are useless. Every time I've had something delivered and it's come through Hermes, there's been some kind of issue or another. I remember about 6 months ago I ordered some new bedding from Asda's George range, and it was sent via Hermes, and the box when it arrived looked like it was being held together with thoughts and prayers. It was just it was just hanging on for dear life. They absolutely trashed it. I had another delivery. I forget what it was I ordered now. But they just, I don't even remember hearing them knock on the door. I was making my way, I was actually downstairs, and because I knew the delivery was on its way, and they just, that was Amazon. They just threw it through a window, basically. There was an open window in the kitchen, and they just threw it through the window and drove off. I was not happy. Right, while the track is definitely lower, I'm going to send out Gasly and Porsche on a banker lap now, because we didn't really get a representative time in earlier. Alright, what sort of time can we do? Porsche really struggling for pace with that completely knackered gearbox. The track is still getting drier. We've got to be really careful here that we don't get knocked out. Look at the difference between Gasly and Porsche because of the state of Gasly's powertrain. A second and a half slower. He did also get overtaken by Yuki, which probably slowed him down a bit more as well. track's getting drier and drier and drier. We could see... Oh, Gasly's retired. Why is Gasly retired? Did he run out of fuel? What happened to Gasly? Alright, this could be a nightmare. This could be a nightmare run for us. I think Gasly might get eliminated here. I really do. So I'm going to send out Teo now. See if we can use him to maybe hold up a couple of drivers with his slower pace. Stop them from improving too much. Did I see the new message from F1 team today? I saw them, I mean, what was it, Friday that we talked about it? They backtracked immediately on Saturday. And yeah, that thread has also turned into a bit of a dumpster fire. The game's even getting review bombed on Steam by unhappy people as well. Gasly's going to be out in Q2. Yeah, possibly. What's my quali streak? 2 in the top 14. Ooh, damn it. That's going to break that streak. Alright, so we're already slowing down Russell. But Russell's currently on pole. And Russell is through. That might help, actually. We might get a little bit of a slipstream down the back straight here. Porsche does marginally improve. And yeah, both our cars are out. Oh, man. '19th and 20th. Oh, Christ. That's not good.
Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
Williams has been struggling this weekend, as reflected by their current grid position. But we've seen teams come back from worse results. This has the potential to be an exciting race for them. This weekend, Red Bull displayed real promise during qualifying, but will they fulfill that potential by the time they reach the checkered flag? A sunny day here with only a few clouds in the sky. If things stay this way, the weather shouldn't pose any challenges to the teams.
And each team will be hoping that fortune is on their side. So bon chance to them and their drivers for this Canadian Grand Prix.
That's cost us big with the sponsors. We failed all of our qualifying targets. We didn't even reach Q2. It says 3 of 3, so I think that glitch that's been going on our save file with the quali streak, I think we might actually still have passed that. It's very weird, but you know, that's a million that I wasn't expecting us to have, if that's the case. Yeah, we've got some definite recovering to do. I'm going to throw in some new parts. I might go brand new parts as well, as in, you know, purchased. Let's go with a position gain. I reckon I can get Gasly up to 6th. Porsche, I'm going to try and get him up to 10th. If we can pull this off, this is going to be huge in terms of payout. It's also a potentially huge loss if we don't get it as well. But we've got, you know, let's make it interesting. Let's see what happens. We could either win big or lose big here. Right, so let's take a look. We know it's a dry race. We'll come back to strategy in a moment. Let's take a look at engine parts. So, I've got 1, 2, 3 engines because we've already bought a new engine for this car. Yeah, I might as well just go ahead and buy an extra engine. We might go into some serious debt by doing this. Do I want to buy another ERS unit? Another gearbox. Don't need another gearbox. I think we'll be okay on ERS units. So I'm just going to buy one new engine. I'm going to increase the amount of fuel in the car because I want to be able to push. We're going to go very aggressive off the line. Try and gain as many positions as we can quickly. With Gasly, we're going to buy... Oh, we haven't used his penalty engine. No, we haven't used his third engine yet, so I can't take penalties with Gasly. Damn it. All right, well, so we'll have to do that at Austria for him then. ERS, again, there's no point taking the penalties on or buying the parts here because I can't use them. So let's start prepping for him having to take penalties at Austria. Again, we're going to go with extra fuel. Driving options, we're going to go very aggressive off the line. And strategy-wise, this is something that you can do on a one-stop, this circuit, but we're going aggressive, so bye-bye one-stop. We are going straight two-stop, and we're going an aggressive two-stop as well. We're going to have plenty of soft tyres to play about with. We're going to push hard and go soft, medium, soft with both of our drivers. We want them to have maximum grip at the start to try and make up places, and maximum grip at the end as well, to really try and push their way through. So again, let's delete those strategies because we don't need them. Let's modify this one, so we want soft, medium, soft. There we go. Did I at least get one spare front wing? No, I didn't. Thank you for reminding me. So yeah, we've got one spare at the moment. I am going to emergency manufacture one additional front wing, just in case. So we've got 4 of those now. And we are ready to go racing.
Quite a few clouds overhead as we look at the lineup on the grid. There we have Pierre Gasly. Slower than most yesterday, so today they'll be starting from the bottom half of the grid. And looking at the second Williams car. They're in the back half of the pack, so they'll need to work hard if they want a podium finish. The teams are ready to go. This is it. We're moments away now at the Canadian Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
Okay, so we actually get to see the grid. I didn't even think about looking at the grid. The 2 Ferraris first and second, Red Bulls third and fourth. Hamilton, Alonso, Bottas, Russell, Norris, Magnussen makes up our
Okay,
top
that's
10.
good, very good.
Right, Porsche is
So we
ahead of
keep focusing on
Gasly
the
right
pace.
now. That's okay, but I want to get these guys switched over. Relatively straightforward. I'm going to
Looks like
turn
Aston
off
Martin have just gained a race position.
Gasly's ERS, because there's no point him burning ERS trying to get past his teammate who's also burning ERS. And we're going to get held up straight away behind these Astons, I can see it. Swap these guys over. Gasly is more aggressive. He's also a lot better at overtaking than Porsche. So hopefully he'll be able to cut his way through the field a little bit quicker. It's always hard to overtake from the back of the grid on the first couple of laps, or the first lap at least, on this circuit, because it's such a short run into the first turn, and then there's a few bottlenecks around the first lap. You know, the first chicane, the second chicane, the hairpin, you get bottlenecks around there. But there we go, already Gasly is making his way up. He's past the second Aston already, so now
And a new position just
we can
gained
get
by Williams.
Porsche to start using overtake and start fighting his way through. I'm going to ride on board with Gasly.
Good job. And DRS should be available.
Got to be careful we don't burn out Gasly's battery too quickly.
Charge on, charge on.
So we're going to do a little bit of micromanaging through here.
Overtake available.
See if we can get a run around the outside here. Nope. First DRS zone.
Charge on.
Copy.
Awesome, keep it up.
Okay, Teo's moved up a place.
Battery is high. You can use overtake if you need.
Yeah.
Okay, can we get both of these guys here? No, not yet. Maybe now.
Good job, excellent job.
Ah, good. Porsche has moved up another place. Let's put him into neutral.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Both drivers need to have a spectacular race. Yeah, well, they potentially got the car to do it. The chance of a win here is gone unless we get a safety car in the next sort of 10 laps.
Doing very well, come on, keep it up.
Okay, Porsche is in DRS range. He is closing down Ricciardo. Gasly is a little vulnerable here.
We don't have enough battery.
Yeah.
Okay, charge on.
Okay.
Need to protect the tyres now for the rest of this stint.
Need to drop the pace.
Okay.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
McLaren gain a position.
So let's see how we can do with Teo leading the charge for a bit while Gasly's recharging. There's already a gap opening up behind, in front of Albon. So I do need to clear these guys as quickly as possible. We're quite fortunate in that we do have a strong car. It's not quite as quick as I'd like it to be at the moment. We have been losing ground in the development race so far this season from where we were earlier on. Well, that's a great double overtake there for Teo. Beautiful move.
Okay, buddy, keep it up.
Getting DRS glitches all over the place. Sonoda's wing is permanently open. Both our drivers' wings are permanently closed.
Charge off, charge off.
Yeah.
Alright, we've got a little bit of battery back in the car. It's not as much as I'd like, but it's enough for us to start trying to capitalise. Porsche not getting DRS for some reason. Does now. Maybe he had to hit the brakes and it closed the flap.
Job.
So Porsche now up to 13th place already. That's good. Need him to start
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
pushing.
Come on.
Can we break for 1 second? Don't know. Possibly. We might just have been able to break DRS there. Doesn't look like we did. Albon closing in. Alright, I've got to go aggressive then, try and break it here in this first sector.
Okay, push. Let's go.
Alright, now we've broken it. Okay, so Porsche can now start pushing forward a little bit more. Try and pull away from these guys behind. We need to start working on getting Gasly through this traffic. See if he can make a move on Ricciardo here.
Overtake available.
Copy.
Okay, charge on.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Ocon is doing 1:17.1s. Pourchaire's time is going to be a bit unrepresentative because he was pushing. And 1:18. Ooh, that's slow. Mind you, he had no DRS. Ocon is in DRS of quite a big train by the look of it. Man, 13 seconds off the lead, it's not too bad. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. Okay, no wonder we're going to struggle to catch them. Look at this train all the way back to third place here. Okay, we might struggle to catch these guys. Gotta hope that this train starts to fragment. There's a potential fragmentation. He's got DRS though. Porsche is closing in a little bit. Gasly's still not really able to do much.
Overtake available. Overtake available.
Copy.
Just stuck in the wheel tracks of slower cars right now. And you can see that we gained a second on the cars up to the run to the hairpin, and then we lost it with the 2 DRS straights. How you doing, Marcel? Alright, come on. Start making a move.
We have margin to push a bit more.
Copy.
Alright, up the inside, please. Just at least try and get one of these guys. No. It's frustrating. Gasly has pace. Gasly can help Porsche close the gap to the cars in front. But he can't get through this gaggle of traffic right now. I'm just killing the battery trying to find a way through.
Copy.
Let's go for a push.
Can I at least get one of these guys on the run into turn 1, please?
Okay, look after the battery, Pierre. We're very low now.
Alright, okay, so we got rid of one of the cars. Let's
Good job.
try and build up a bit more battery. Ricardo has closed back up onto Porsche because
And there's an overtake
DRS.
from Williams.
Charge on.
Yeah,
Charge
this is
on.
not going well.
Copy.
We forgot to change our components for quali, which left us getting knocked out. And then Gasly ran out of fuel because for whatever reason he wasn't able to pit. Yeah, a disaster weekend. Just not really improving at the moment. I need Gasly at the front of this queue. Starting to think I should have started on the mediums. Alright, well, if Porsche is going to get overtaken, we can at least start charging his battery.
Let's go recharge on.
How about putting Gasly onto hards now and the softs at the end? No, no. The worst thing I can do is to drop out of the DRS train. I mean, I am going to save some fuel, which will also save a little bit of wear on the tyres, but the worst thing I could do right now is to just drop out of trains. I mean, you saw Porsche's got a faster car than Ricardo, but he went running on his own on soft tyres, and Ricardo on mediums, and DRS over, swapping, closed him down and overtook him. So worst thing I can do is to put Gasly onto the slowest compound of tyres and leave him completely isolated from everybody on the track. There'll be nobody anywhere near him, and it would also put him at risk of being lapped. Yeah, for whatever reason, we're just struggling with pace at the moment. It'll come good.
Okay, good job.
Yellow flag in sector 1, someone's locked up. Schumacher's hit someone. We've got a safety car.
I think there's been contact on the track.
Is it full or... Yeah, it's a full safety. Okay, so... now... we can look to capitalise. So Joe is out. He was clobbered by Mick, by the look of it. So the two Astons coming together. That's not going to please...
Can we do lift and coast?
Big Daddy Stroll.
Give us a bit more lift off, please.
Okay.
So this is going to put us a little out of sequence. We're coming in earlier than expected. We can't really push these tyres too hard when we come back out, but nobody else is pitting. We're going to get out ahead of Mick Schumacher, who's going to have to pit for a new rear wing, a new front wing, I would imagine. Yeah, you can see half his wing's missing there. I don't think he's even going to be able to rejoin the back of the queue before the safety car comes back in. I'm not putting the tyres onto ultimate slowdown pace yet because I want to make sure that we can actually catch up to the safety car queue.
No lift and coast required.
Push the fuel burn up slightly. I'm guessing safety car's going to do one more lap and come in at the end of the next lap. But in terms of tyres, yeah, we're out of sequence now, but we do have a significant grip advantage now over all the cars in front of us. And all those soft runners are going to have to peel off in the next 5 to 10 laps. The medium runners now might go one stop. Effectively, this has now turned this race from this point onwards into a one-stop race for all the guys on mediums. But whereas they're going to have to go onto hards to do their one-stop, we can throw on another set of mediums and just go medium now to the end of the race. So all those cars in front of us on mediums, we are going to have a tyre advantage over them in the second half of the race. The guys on softs, I get the feeling they may try and stretch and then go onto hards to the end. Maybe they might go medium. I think they're probably going to go for hards and try and stretch to the end. So yeah, we're actually looking pretty strong now. we're at the back of the grid, but we have better tyres than everyone in front of us, and we can go on to
Safety car
better
in this
tyres
stop.
than the rest of the field when it comes to pit stops.
Yeah.
So it's all worked out quite nicely in the end. I'm not going to try and really overly force the issue with these overtakes. I don't want to damage the tyres. We'll just use battery, and that's pretty much all we'll use. We'll save the excess fuel we've got until we get a little bit of clear air, and then we'll just start pushing like crazy for a couple of laps to try and open up a gap / close down the guys in front of us.
Go recharge off when you're ready. Overtake available.
Oh, look at that. 2 cars passed straight away. That's the power of an ERS overtake with much better traction.
Overtake available.
Copy.
Very good job.
Nicely done.
Okay, it's another place gained for Porsche.
And a new position, just gained by
We're only a few
Williams.
laps away from the soft tyres having to pit.
You're doing a good job. Let's keep it up.
And Porsche is back in front of
And
Ricardo
there's
already.
An overtake from Williams.
Excellent stuff. So that's back to where he was before the safety car. Haas is a DRS. Yeah, it is Sonoda's car. I mean, both of our cars, the DRS flap isn't opening
doing a
at
good
all,
job.
even though we're getting DRS. You know, I spotted that right away at the beginning of the race. Oh. I thought that's a great double overtake, and then I saw the car stop, and I'm like, oh no, we're going to take damage, and and in the end, nothing happened. Porsche has killed his battery, so let's put him into neutral now. Actually, let's put him into harvest before the...
Recharge on.
Let's do the same with Gasly before the DRS is kicked on.
DRS enabled. DRS enabled. Okay, charge on.
Copy.
And even with ERS being charged, Porsche still overtakes someone. Up to 12th place. All of a sudden I feel so much more confident about our chances of actually achieving the accumulator that we put on.
Recharge off.
As you can see, Porsche's DRS flap not opening, nor is Gasly's. But quite a lot of the cars don't have a DRS flap opening. And there we go, the soft guys are pitting already. That didn't take long. I thought it'd be another couple of laps yet. That's cleared some space for our guys. Getting ready to start the push. Gasly's going to continue to harvest. So is Porsche.
Charge on.
Because we're getting to the point where, let's say, some of these cars in front of us are about to jump out the way as well.
Recharge on, recharge on.
So I want to have as much battery available to be able to push onto the cars further ahead. Bottas 3.5 seconds up the road from Norris. How you doing, SITV? Which career am I enjoying the most, Haas or Williams? Williams. Anyone else pitting this lap? Not yet. Oh, Stroll's pitting. And as predicted, they're going on to hards. Anyone who is pitting. Next up, I think Magnussen, Norris, Alonso will be the next ones to pit. Looking at their tyres. Okay, roaring through past Norris and Magnussen.
Okay, nice job, well done.
Onto the back of Vettel. Now we'll get DRS down here, so let's turn off battery charging on both.
Recharge off.
I think Vettel might be pitting. He is. So is Norris and Magnussen.
Okay, Fernando has boxed.
I'm going to get my guys to form up.
No lift and coast required from our side at the moment.
Right, we need to amend the strategies. There we go. And now my guys should start leapfrogging each other, hopefully. Oh wow. Did I miss something? Someone getting held up somewhere? We just gained a massive amount of time on Bottas. Or are we really 2 seconds a lap faster? I can't believe that, surely not.
Very good luck.
We are pretty fast. Yeah, we gained 3. Look how much time we gained. 3.5 seconds on Bottas that lap. That's mighty impressive. we can keep up this kind of pace advantage, we could be looking at a 1-2 here. It's unlikely, but it's an outside possibility. I mean, Sainz is just off at the moment. Leclerc has pitted for a set of hard tyres. That's going to isolate Sainz, so he's not going to be able to pull away at the same rate that he was, because he's not going to have his teammate to help him leapfrog. Meanwhile, my guys are swapping fastest laps with each other.
Okay, we need some deploy.
Okay.
Porsche about to rock onto the back of these guys' DRS. I need to make sure Gasly's in range as well. Otherwise he'll end up getting dropped. There we go. A little squidge of, a little squirt of power.
Only can use the deploy.
Copy.
Alright. Let's try and push up a little bit. You can see that Sainz has actually lost about half a second to Perez over that last lap. This is exactly what I was saying. You know, one car on its own, doesn't matter how fast it is, if it's being chased down by two similarly matched cars that are just a little bit slower, they can close them down just by leapfrogging each other in DRS. A car on its own, isolated, is just potentially a sitting duck. Oh, yellow flag. Someone hit the wall? Yes. Is that Perez? No, it's Verstappen.
Oh, and that's a crash!
No safety car, please.
Let's take a closer look. Now here we see Max Verstappen.
So Max tries to force the issue on his teammate, locks up
They
and
won't
into
have
the
been
wall. That's
expecting
a big
that.
hit. That's front wing damage, that's maybe chassis damage or suspension damage, and possibly rear wing damage as well there. Perez drops into the pits. Verstappen's pitting as well. He doesn't get held up.
That was a very good lap.
It's a slow stop because of the front wing change.
Lift and coast required.
Right, so now we can just chill for a bit.
Ciao, John.
Copy.
If we make up a position or two while we're chilling, excellent, but we're going to just ease off on the fuel so we're not burning through the tyres at a faster rate than we need to. We're going to recharge the batteries up to full while we've got this pace advantage. These guys are going to start peeling off into the pits soonish. Take a look at tyres. Yeah, there we go. Sainz into the pits. And there goes Bottas. And Gasly now is in P2.
Okay, we have Bottas in the pits right now. Very good job, Pierre.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
No!
The brakes are really
Oh,
poor.
he kept it out the wall. I saw him careening forward. I'm like, oh, he's going into the
happy
wall.
with
He's going into the wall.
They've locked up and gone straight on.
Oh. Got away with that. That could have been horrific. That could have been
Charge off.
retirement at
Copy.
that speed.
Let's lift off, please.
Yeah.
On the Hamilton has pitted.
Okay, so Russell and Porsche battling it out for the lead at the moment. Gasly a little bit behind. I am actually going to get him to push up. So Leclerc's looking a little punchy at the moment.
Awesome, keep it up.
Just looking at the gap, see if there's any real trains out there at the moment.
And there's an overtake
Two
from
Astons
Williams.
are close. Quite a lot of these cars are a little bit separated at the moment, which works for us. Again, it stops them from working together to hunt us down. Leclerc is looking mighty fast. Had a lock up in Sector 3. Someone's gone on the wall. Is that Perez? The other Red Bull's done exactly the same thing. Oh, and that's a safety car.
Or DRS.
Oh. I can't do anything with Porsche. He's already gone through, but is it worth the risk? No, I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to stick to my belief that I'm on the right strategy with the two-stop.
They've crashed out.
Perez is out.
Okay.
Perez is retired. Ooh, that's one less car to worry about.
Need to drop the pace.
Copy.
Okay, let's see.
Okay,
Russell
we'd like
has
you to
pitted.
slow down, please.
Nobody else has pitted because I think everyone else has already made their pit stops.
Charge on.
Yes,
Charge
they
on
have.
for now.
Copy.
I won't have the pace to stay with the Ferraris, I don't think, if I were to box for hards now. I would come out behind them, but probably ahead of Russell. I don't know, maybe. I'm gonna stick with the one stop, with the planned stop. If we can even stretch out these mediums a little bit, I can potentially look at softs later. I'll keep the track position for now. We may get another safety car later as well, which would certainly play into our hands strategy-wise when it comes to a free stop for tyres. No one else is going to stop now. Everyone else has made their only stop, so they're all running to the end. This is why the safety car right now is not the greatest. The VSC would have been better. but if we get a safety car later in the race... Someone spun under the safety. Who spun?
Sounds like we've had a spin.
Leclerc.
Let's have a look. Okay, here's the Ferrari. That looked like
Why
a
couldn't he
very
take himself
nasty
out?
spin.
Or better still, take out his teammate as well. I'm hoping, because the field is still quite bunched up, that the safety car is going to come in very quickly. I don't think it's going to come in this lap, but it'd be nice if it did. But it should come in next lap. So fuel, don't really need to. I mean, we are gaining fuel at the moment. The trouble with burning off extra fuel is that it also wears the tyres out at a faster rate as well. So I don't want to have too much spare fuel to play about with, because I will end up melting the tyres faster, especially when I start pushing. We'll gain fuel, even like this, we'll gain fuel behind the safety car as it is, so... I don't want any more than around 1.2 kilos of fuel. Because that will last for quite some time. What I do need to do is make sure that both my drivers can sprint away at the start of the restart. The biggest problem I have right now is that those Ferraris are going to be quick. You know, they're on brand new hard tyres. We're on worn mediums. There's going to be a 25 to 30% difference in tyres in terms of current durability. And ours are only going to wear out faster than theirs.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap.
So I do need to sprint as much as I can without destroying the tyres. Try and break away from the Ferraris and then hopefully leapfrog our way up to a bit of a gap. I think the Ferraris are going to just hunt us down as soon as we stop pushing.
Racing from the control line.
Yeah.
No lift and coast required.
Push hard, push hard.
Copy.
Okay, we need some deploy.
Copy.
Okay, this is where it gets nervous and tense. We need to be at least 2 seconds clear before the DRS kicks back in, if this is going to have any chance of working. And ideally I need Gasly in front, but if I tell Porsche to move over, he's going to lose so much time and he's going to drop straight back onto the Ferrari's clutches. So I'm just going to have to hope that Porsche has got enough pace to keep pulling away and that Gasly can find an overtake. Okay, new fastest lap for Teo. It's a good start. So I need to go to about lap 40-ish. I don't think I can stretch for a set of softs. Maybe. We'll see. Biggest problem we're going to face is the fact that we're going to be having to fight through the entire field on a pit stop.
Need to drop the pace.
Okay.
DRS enabled. DRS enabled.
You can see the Ferraris are already broken
Very
away
good,
from
sir.
Russell.
Copy.
This is a relatively short pit stop time at this circuit from start to finish, because of the way you feed into the pits and the way you come out of the pits as well is quite fast compared to other circuits. So we probably only need about 18 seconds on this circuit. And right now, we're still coming out last, but if we can keep pulling out a gap, we can try and hopefully create a window that we can drop into and save having to work our way through some of the traffic. Leclerc is still hunting us down. This is what I thought would happen. The Ferraris would just start chasing us and catching us pretty quickly the second we stop pushing, which is exactly what's happening. I think they might be leapfrogging. We'll keep an eye on their positions. This is where having a young rookie like Teo as the second driver hampers us a bit. We had someone on a similar or faster pace as Gasly. You know, someone who was lapping within a tenth or so of Gasly, you know, naturally. This would be more beneficial to us than someone who is on average 3 to 4 tenths a second a lap slower. Because we would get those overtakes more frequently. It would make the DRS leapfrog strategy a lot more efficient. We have got an interesting break between Hamilton and Schumacher developing. The field is definitely breaking into distinct groups now. We've got another one a bit further back at the very end. Vettel and Tsunoda struggling to stay with the cars in front. That might change with a little bit of braking perhaps, but someone's locked up. Just a yellow flag. I was hoping for another safety car then.
Is that a lockup? It's a crash! Let's take a look at the replay. All eyes on Kevin Magnussen here.
Ugh. So he locked up and then drove into the barrier. And those Ferraris are getting closer and closer. And they're on us. It didn't take long. That might not necessarily be a bad thing. If we're going to try and stretch these tyres, we let the Ferraris get past us and then stay with them. We can use that to try and pull away from the pack behind. Our chance of the win, again, is still dependent on another safety car. But given what's happened to the Red Bulls, chance of a podium might be there. Let's encourage the overtake.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Okay.
Can we do lift and coast?
Biggest risk we've got at the moment is that the Ferraris aren't going to get through, and we're just going to close the gap up to the cars behind. Oh, look at that, just Leclerc just goes around the outside of the pair of us. Okay, that works.
Currently P3.
That works for us. That's okay.
Keep your head in the game.
Porsche is already over a second behind. Wow.
Ferrari.
You can see we've let everyone else close right up by holding up the field here. This is kind of backfired a little bit. Both of our drivers have got DRS though, so we did just about manage to get that. Which means we'll have it here as well. I need Gasly ahead of Porsche. Yeah, the whole field's going to be right on the back of us now because of the tyre situation. We're into the pit window. But the only car we're going to beat at the moment in terms of getting out in front of is going to be Magnussen. Leclerc is gone. We're effectively handing the race win to Leclerc here. Sainz going to force his way up the inside. Yes, he is. I'm fine with that.
So we keep focusing on the pace.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
Only can use the deploy.
Copy.
Right, now we need to make sure we can try and stay with Sainz if we can. I think that might be a bit of a stretch.
Okay, we need some deploy.
Yeah.
Alright, buddy, push, push.
Yeah, we're doing okay. That second safety car's kind of boned us a little bit. You know, we were on for an amazing result given where we started. But that second safety car just neutralised our advantage completely. And it's actually put us at the back of the grid again. We will have better tyres to try and fight our way through. That's true, but we've got to fight our way through, and that's not going to be easy. What's going on with our drivers in DRS? Just keeps cutting in and out.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
We need to try and stretch these tyres a little bit longer if we can. Got to stay on the back of Sainz here. I'm praying for another safety car.
Okay, that's good, Pierre, very good.
Yeah, I've got an 8-second gap
And a new position
to the
just
second
gained
train.
by Williams.
Lift and coast required.
Ferrari advance the race position.
And just like that, we're outside of range again. Yuki's still out there, so it might come my way. So's Magnussen, so's Stroll, so's Schumacher. Yeah. So's Porsche. Got to throw him in there as well. Alright, so we've lost the Ferraris. I've got to try and stretch these tyres another lap or two if I can. I'm hoping the fact that we've got both our cars line astern means that we can actually keep the cars behind us. I think I might have to pick Gasly this lap. His tyres are worse than Porsche's, so let's go ahead and do that. And I'm actually going to take a quick break for 2 seconds. I need to go to the loo, so back in a moment. And we're back. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think my bladder could last another 30 laps. So, we are going to pit Gasly this lap. We're going to pit Porsche next lap.
Box now, please. Box now.
Yeah, in the box.
Confirmed? Confirmed.
It's going to be a long, grueling fight now to get back up to the point. Oh, someone locked up.
Yellow flag.
We can take a
Stroll.
look now. Now let's have a look. It's Lance Stroll. They've locked up, but that could have been much worse.
So that's one less car for us to worry about having to overtake. We do have a tyre advantage now, but it's a question of how long we'll have that advantage and how easily it'll be for us to get through the field. Going to try and start charging Gasly back up.
Charge on.
Copy.
So ideally what we need now is a safety car with about 15 laps to go. Then we can close the field back up again. We can even potentially throw in, jump in for a set of softs and try and really punch our way through. That will depend on where we are on the track.
You're doing a good job.
Looks like a good move for Williams.
Let's see if we can focus on recharge, please.
Okay, Gasly is just a little off the pace of Vettel at the moment, but he'll get there within a lap or so, I think.
Alpha Tauri gained a place.
Right, can we start fighting our way through the field with 26 laps to go?
Is that a new race position for Haas?
Charge off.
Copy.
Porsche really struggling at the moment. We've got to play this, play the long game on this set of tyres without knowing about whether we're going to get a safety car or not. We do have a grip advantage, but it's not substantial. So we can't just burn our tyres really quickly and try and force a load of overtakes and eat our tyres up, because that will hurt us at the back end of the stint really badly. So we have to be patient. Try and grab the opportunities as and when they arrive.
You can go recharge off if you want.
You can see just how heavy this queue is.
Overtake available.
Okay.
Okay, that's good, very good.
A big lockup now would wipe out quite a few cars.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
You've got energy to push. Okay, good job.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
One click overtake available.
Okay.
Right, here's a chance at the inside of Albon.
Nicely done.
So back up to 13th and 15th. We did say we'd try and get 6th place. I'm starting to regret that now. Should have been more cautious. I saw big dollar signs in front of my eyes and I probably got a little bit greedy.
Overtake available.
Copy.
Okay, buddy, good job so far. Let's settle into a rhythm now.
Alright, come on. Let's make a move on Vettel.
Charge on.
Copy.
Let's go recharge on.
So Leclerc and Sainz comfortably back out front again. Hamilton and Russell leading both of the Alphas, and then it's 8.5 seconds back to Verstappen, who is 6 seconds ahead of Norris, who is a second and a half ahead of the train that we're stuck in with Ocon, Ricciardo, Schumacher, Vettel, us, and then all the cars behind us except for Magnussen. Need Vettel to get past Schumacher here. .21 laps to go. How we're looking tyre wise. Not too bad. The hards are going to start to drop off a little bit now. I am actually going to just ease our pace
we'd like
down a
you to
little bit
slow
while we're
down,
stuck
please.
here charging up. See if I can protect the tyres a little bit longer. Come on, Vettel, make the move. Up the inside here. No, he still hasn't got through. Oh, here we go. Here's a chance. Vettel gets through. No, Schumacher's holding him off. Right, surely Vettel's going to get him now. How is he failing to get through?
Need to recharge off.
Charge off.
Yeah.
Ocon's struggling as well. Ocon's falling down the order. I think there's a problem with the Alpines. I think they might be running old engines or something, because they just don't have any pace. I mean, the fact that Vettel cannot get, even with DRS, has not been able to get past Schumacher. Finally gets a look at the inside, but Ocon has dropped back. Yeah, I think both Alpines are struggling with engine wear. They've got to be. Time for us to turn up the pressure a little bit.
Let's push, come on.
Battery is high. You can use overtake if you need.
Okay.
Right, to the inside. There we go. Moved on.
Very good job.
And I think we set Porsche up for a move at the same time. We did.
And a new position.
Excellent
just
stuff.
gained by Williams.
You're doing a great job.
Right, next up is the Alpines.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Charge on. Charge on.
Yeah.
Overtake available. Overtake available.
Okay.
I was hoping it was going to run down the inside. Didn't quite manage to pull that off. Porsche is looking very punchy right now. All over the back of Gasly. Oh, I heard that smash in the background. It's a safety car. Oh, okay.
2 cars out, a lot of debris.
Okay.
Schumacher and Tsunoda took each other out. Let's wait for the replay on this.
Was that a crash? Multiple cars, I think. Let's see what happened there. Now let's look at this. The focus on Tsunoda.
Oh, yeah, big hit. I heard that smash.
Oh, no! And there's the crash. Mark my words, there'll be questions asked about that later.
All right. It's not too early for softs. This is going to drop us to the back of the field again, but it's going to give us much better tyres. Magnussen's pitting, and Magnussen is now lapped. That hard work that we did, we're going to have to do it all over again, but we've got less cars to fight our way through because 2 more just threw themselves out the back of the way. So we're going to come out in 14th and 15th. We're only going to drop behind the 2 Alpha Tauris.
Yeah,
Oh, we've got a pit stop for
Understood.
a few cars actually. Ooh. I wonder if some of the rest of the field's going to pit as well. This could really work out quite beneficial for us in some respects. Oh, I'm being held by traffic. Ah, we lost a place to one of the Alphas. And we lost out to Ocon and Ricardo. Alright, now I am going to save some fuel. I want to be able to just push like crazy. Right. Hopefully no one else pits this lap. I think Vettel might pit.
Yeah.
Alonso might pit.
Coast.
I'm hoping no one else is going to pit,
Recharge on.
because that's just going to make our job even harder.
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
Right, no one else is pitting. Good, good, good. No one else wants to wants to give up track position. We have still got the second train coming through. Norris and Vettel. Neither of them are pitting. That's a disappointment. I was hoping those two would pit and I'd be able to jump them in the pits. Ah, well.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap.
Looks like we're just about going to catch the back of the train. Yeah, there we go. Just going to catch the back of the train. Didn't quite get as much battery as I wanted into the back of Gasly's car, but we got enough.
Let's pick our pace up, let's go.
We need to push.
Okay.
The whole field has been bunched right back up again.
No
and
post required from our side at the moment.
it's going to be, I think, potentially it's going to be a little bit trickier to actually get past
Charge
the
off.
soft tyre runners
Okay.
than it is some of these hard tyre runners. Ricardo's already overtaken
recharge
Vettel.
off.
That's Magnussen holding everyone up. He's got a broken front wing still. He hasn't been able to change it. They've run out of spare front wings.
Okay, good job, thank you.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Overtake available.
Copy.
All right,
Overtake available.
let's try and make up some positions as quickly as we can.
Doing a good job with everything so far.
Okay, that's Ocon dealt with. Got a run on Vettel as well. And we're past Vettel as well. Excellent
Just
stuff.
gained by Williams.
And immediately we've got a run on Norris, who's on those hard tyres. Wow, look how much the pace is struggling for him.
Very good.
Ricardo's
Awesome, keep it
all
up.
over the back of Verstappen right now.
DRS enabled. DRS enabled. Come on, let's go get those points. That was a very good lap.
Good job.
Ricardo's past Verstappen.
Need to drop the pace.
Copy.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
Okay, finally gets past Norris, I hope. Come on, complete the move. There we go. Alright, Gasly, I need you to finish off Verstappen here.
You're doing a good job, keep going.
Overtake available.
Alright, there we go. Verstappen is done. Great excitement again. Excellent streams. Well, it's not like I can control this, but we'll deal with it the best we
good
can.
job.
That's the unpredictable nature of motor racing. Can we get a look at the inside? Not quite. There's Porsche bringing himself back into contention. We're going to slow his pace down a little bit. We're going to try and get a little bit more battery in our guys
Stop for
again.
the fuel.
Got 11 laps to go, 10 after this lap.
Okay.
Recharge on, please. Recharge on.
And now we are definitely looking like we're going to get the 6th and 10th that we promised the sponsors. We're in 8th and 10th right now. If we can get through these guys easily, well, quickly enough, we might even have a chance of punting down the Ferraris. Trouble is, it takes battery to fight our way through, and it takes an eternity to recharge it again. Still within striking distance of the Ferraris. They're not that far ahead, which is good. Can't let them sprint away.
Charge off.
Yeah.
Ricciardo's a threat in this race as well. I mean, don't forget he's on soft tyres as well. He's the front runner on soft tyres right now. And there he is making a move on Alonso. Oh, as we go up the inside of the chicane, what a move.
This was good.
That was brave. That was super brave.
And there's an overtake from
Ricciardo's in 4th place. Ricciardo could be on for a podium here. Porsche is struggling at the moment. Let's try and give him a little bit of extra impetus.
Press and hold overtake now, please. Press and hold overtake now.
No, I'm going to give him a little bit of extra. I'm going to give him
good
everything
job.
he's got. Try and help him punch his way through.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
Okay, good job. No lift and coast required.
And we have margin to push a little bit more on the tires.
Copy.
DRS disabled. DRS disabled.
Oh, just look at that. Just rocketed
Very
up to
good job,
4th.
Very
Gasly
good job.
screams his way through.
Let's
I've got to
take a
watch this
closer
again.
look. Now look at this. It's Pierre Gasly.
We get the run on Russell. Ricciardo goes defensive because he worries about us, and we just
They take
scream around the
advantage
outside of him
and
through the
muscle their way
chicane.
through. Excellent work. The team watching on and clearly loving that.
Alright, let's turn our attention back to Teo. Still struggling to force his way through.
Overtake available.
As Verstappen out.
It's a spin.
Nah, just
Let's
a
have a
spin.
look. Now here we see Max Verstappen. They spun the car. What a disaster. The team are really disappointed with that.
Ah, what a shame. All right, come on. Double overtake down here.
No more DRS.
Out of battery again. Gasly's going to win this race.
Right, head down.
Very good luck. Okay, that's good, Pierre. Very good.
Come on, Teo. Chance for a podium here.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Recharge on, please. Recharge on.
Good job.
Come on, buddy. Keep pushing.
Come on, please take advantage of this extra grip you've got with the tyres while you still got it. I know Ocon's on fresh soft as well, but everyone else is moving up except you.
6 more laps.
I'd hope to go for a 1-2 here, but my first ever 1-2, but it's just not happening.
Well done. Nice job. You've got energy to push.
Alright, come on, use those tyres.
Okay, push. Let's go.
This is why I'm thinking of replacing Teo. If Norris is interested, I'm signing Norris. If I can get him. See, if I...
5 more laps. 5 more laps.
Just getting swamped with his inability to pass means every time he gets into a good position, he immediately suffers. And look at that, he's down to 11th now.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
I'm charging up because I'm going to go for a monster fast lap.
That's a position gained for AlphaTauri.
We have margin to push a bit more.
Okay.
Okay, we need some deploy.
Okay.
Fantastic. Keep it up.
Oh, God, all the soft tyre runners are just getting ahead of
Recharge
Teo.
off.
AlphaTauri gained a place.
Four more laps. 4 laps. Okay, good job, thank you.
Williams there gaining several places in one go.
I've got so little battery. I can't really do anything to help him out.
Overtake available.
Come on, please, just push through. Come on. It's not that. I mean, yeah, that would help. But I mean, it's because he's stuck in this group. Every time he goes to make a move, a car just pulls out right in front of him, blocks him off, and it's so frustrating. He just does not have natural pace. We're having to really try and force. Look there. See, there's the jink. That slows him down. His DRS is being closed. No, it's back open again. But every time that happens, it means that the car that's behind immediately gets a run on him and gets past him.
Three more laps.
Right, finally, we're back past Hamilton. We're in 9th. We only need him to finish in 10th, but he could have had a podium here. He could have finished 2nd. So yeah, if Norris is available at the end of this season, or even partway through this season, I will sign him.
On keep an eye on your battery.
Yeah.
Need to drop the pace.
Okay.
All right, let's keep closing up. Great job.
I think it's time I've been Theo. Yeah, well, like I said. I mean, he's done a good job for us, but he isn't at the level he needs to be for a team as high up in the championship standings as this. He needs more time. He's not ready, and he's now actively hurting us. Because, like I said, he could have had monster points today, and as it is, he's on for 2. And even getting him those 2 has been a struggle.
One more lap.
This is where his lack of overtaking hurts him, when he doesn't make a move properly. He just pulls out but doesn't pull out enough. That's where his lack of overtaking hurts him. Can we at least get Stroll, please? Can't even get Stroll. What the hell is going on? Yeah, I've lost my patience with Porsche.
First over the line, and today's winner.
First a check flag.
Okay, well, Gasly pulls out a win from the back of the grid. And in the end, it was actually quite a comfortable win. A lot of drama to get us into that position, though. Poor Cher.
Well, this weekend, Pierre Gasly flew us
Massively
to the stars.
underperforming. He just had no pace at all at the end. I mean, he just could not make any moves to save his life. Very, very frustrating. That's a lot of points lost, you know, in the constructors that we could have gained there. We managed to scrape 2 points from him. 26 points for Pierre. I mean, if we got him up to, even if we'd only got him up to, say, 6th, that would have been extra points for the Constructors' Championship, which potentially could have seen us, you know, a lot closer to Ferrari. It certainly would have seen us pull away even more from Red Bull, who scored no points. And so to only get 2 from Teo in that position, very disappointing. He gets a lot of XP for that race because there were a lot of overtakes. Gasly gets a lot of XP as well. He does get another development point. So we pay out the 25k bonus for Teo. We failed our qualifying guarantees, but we threw on the position gain, and that got us another 4 million. So we end up with 9.5 million at the end of this race. That kind of softens the blow a little bit. So we did have a little splash of debt last month. We actually managed to get away without it this month, which is good. Once again, another delighted added to the race results. We've got a brand new ATR period. Do we have anything finishing soon? Let's have a look. Got a new suspension in 11 days. A new underfloor research project is a long way off, and the front wing research is still a fair way off as well. So this is going to improve our braking, and then we're going to have to look at, I think, a new rear wing. We need to reduce our drag. We need to make the car a bit more slippery, certainly make it a little bit faster, improve our cornering speeds a bit more as well. How far away are we from the next facility upgrade? It's still a bit expensive. Don't quite have the money for it yet. Do we have any points for our staff? Yes, Diego Tondi has more points. So, I can't remember what the regulation changes are. Let's have a look. High-speed downforce. Okay, so let's put a point into medium speed downforce, because that's going to take a 20% hit. So we want to boost that a little bit as well. Josh gets a new point. We're going to improve his feedback rating, get that up to 90. Pierre has a point. He's already at 90, so we're going to improve pit crew management. And Resta is 2 weeks away from a new point. How's our pit crew getting on? Up to 84. Yeah, they're getting there. Does growth diminish? It goes down as the driver gets older. So they start out as a young driver with a very high rate of growth, and then it gradually drops, so it gets a little bit low and a little bit low. Then it drops into the average category, which is still in the positive, but it'll start to drop through that as he gets older and older and older, and then it'll drop into the low category, where he'll actually be not losing experience, but his multiplier will be less than 1. So if he gets 1,000 XP at the end of the race and his multiplier is 0.5, then he'll only get 500 points of XP at the end of the race. Someone like Fernando Alonso's multiplier, I think, is 0.3. It's really low. But I mean, he's in his 40s, so. Teo. Start working on his reactions a bit. His ability to pull away from the line and accelerating out of corners, maybe that'll help. Gasly, no points. He is going to get one next race though. That's good. Logan is a way off his next point. Right, let's take a look. Orlando is currently not interested. He still has a negative outlook towards the team. Same with Russell. We are 20 days away from full breakdown details of those guys. Race simulator. I would like to fix that, but that's so expensive to refurb it. We're going to have to upgrade the boardroom. That's now hurting us. Just going to do a quick refurb on the hospitality area. Memorabilia room, we are going to refurb that as well. How much is another weather centre upgrade? 3 mil. We'll save that for now. Right, let's advance some time. We are low on chassis. Need some more front wings as well, actually, thinking about it. Let's go ahead and make another chassis. And let's also get another couple of front wings. There we go. Put us back up to 6 in stock. We don't have an upgrade coming for this race, I don't think. Oh, suspension will be ready on the day of the Grand Prix. Yeah, we might have to emergency manufacture that. We are slipping down the grid as expected. Other teams are upgrading. We're down to 11th and 9th on speed and acceleration, 11th on DRS speed. Our low speed is 12th. That's not great. We're still strong in medium and high speed, but yeah, the car is being outdeveloped at the moment. Alright, so there's our suspension. We are going to see what that does to our car. There we go, car 1 performance. So that's going to improve our DRS top speed. It's going to improve our braking cooling as well, which we definitely need to improve. That's terrible. I'm going to go and emergency manufacture 3 of those. install on the car, and then we're going to manufacture one normally. And now we're going to take advantage of the new ATR period and the fact that we've now got some engineers freed to develop a new rear wing. How many engineers am I going to have? Not many. I'm going to take an engineer, 2 engineers off that project. And I'm going to take one off the underfloor as well. So we've got 6 engineers available now. So we are going to build, hopefully, a monster front wing, rear wing even. We're going to throw everything we've got into this. This will be our last big update of the season. We'll still throw in the odd little small part here and there, but this is going to be the last big update we come out with this season. So we need to really capitalise on this. Definitely need to improve drag reduction there. We are weak in low speed, so we need to improve our low speed cornering. DRS delta, it would be nice to improve DRS delta. That will boost our acceleration in that respect. Our airflow sensitivity isn't great, but we can improve it without massively hurting us anywhere else. If I take a little bit of focus out of the high speed performance, that will improve low speed and medium speed. I don't want to do too much though. I do want a car that's very strong in high speed. I think I'm going to go with that. So that'll give us a nice little improvement to our top speed there, both with and without DRS. It'll improve our DRS acceleration substantially enough, as well as our regular acceleration. Our low speed's going to get a nice hefty boost, and even with that little tweak to the high speed, we're still going to get a little boost there as well. What about if I can maybe tweak the medium? Let me just tweak it one little bit there. I want a little bit of an extra gain because, again, that's going to get a 20% hit next season. So that's going to be how we go ahead and build it. Let's go full 6 engineers. So it'll take 48 days, which drops it in time for Spa. We could rush it and get it done in 32 days. But that's not going to be in time for Hungary, so we're not going to rush it. We are going to go intense. And we're going to have a brand new super wing. Well, I say super wing. We're going to have a brand new rear wing in time for the Belgian Grand Prix, where it's going to be a vital upgrade. Right. Is there anything else we can get done? I think that is everything. It is. When is our scouting up? Not on the immediate calendar. Okay. So, just to recap where we are then, before we end the stream. We are second in the Constructors' Championship. We're 14 points clear of Red Bull, but we missed an opportunity to really pull out some points on them, thanks to Teo's inability to fight his way through at the end there. Ferrari 30 points ahead of us. I didn't think we'd still be in the constructors' fight at this stage of the season. I thought we'd be, third to a very close Red Bull and Ferrari. Pierre Gasly is now 40 points clear at the top of the driver's standings, though. He is on a march towards his first World Drivers' Championship. That would be an amazing achievement if we can get him the World Championship this season. Teo still languishing way off, down in 6th place with 55 points. He really does need to, start chipping in more. His future in the team is on the line now. So let's see what he can do in the remainder of the season. As I said, we are actively looking to sign Lando Norris. He's going to be an expensive purchase, but the pace he's going to bring, it means instead of one car fighting for the championship and one car languishing at the bottom of the top 10, we're going to have 2 cars fighting at the top of the championship. And that is going to be huge going forward. So, yeah, there we go. A good recovery from a horrible qualifying. Some safety car drama, potentially benefiting, then ruining, then benefiting us again. And in the end, a win and a 9th place. Not a bad result, all things considered. So tomorrow we'll be back with Silverstone, the team's home Grand Prix. And until then, thanks for watching. I'm Jim Bob, and I will catch you all again very soon.